Welcome to our deep dive into the future of AI and how it's set to transform our world by 2025. From supercharging productivity with advanced AI agents to reimagining industries with groundbreaking strategies, the possibilities are endless. But it's not just about automation, it's about how AI becomes an integral part of everything we do, shaping work, creativity, and even sustainability. In this episode, we'll explore expert predictions, innovative strategies, and the ethical challenges of an AI powered future. We'll unpack how individuals and companies can prepare, thrive, and harness AI to solve some of the biggest challenges of our time. Get ready to discover how AI isn't just reshaping technology, it's reshaping humanity's potential. Let's dive in.
Welcome to our deep dive into the future. We're going to be focusing on the year 2025 specifically and how AI is going to transform your world. You've shared some pretty incredible research and expert predictions with us.
Yeah.
And we're going to unpack it all right here. Get ready for AI agents that could double your output.
It's what?
Product design cycles that are cut in half.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Buckle up.
Buckle up.
Yeah, it's not just about, robots taking over.
Yeah.
It's really about AI becoming sort of woven into the fabric of everything we do. The key takeaway, I think, for our listeners is to really try to understand how these changes are going to impact you directly, like in your work and your everyday life.
All right, so let's start with one of the biggest themes that just jumped out at me from the research AI strategy. It's not enough to just kind of dabble in AI anymore, is it?
It's becoming a must-have. By 2025, a solid AI strategy is going to be like having electricity or the internet essential for any company or any individual that wants to stay ahead of the curve.
So one expert suggests approaching AI strategy like an investment portfolio.
Okay.
And I have to admit, at first I was like, that's a weird analogy.
Yeah.
But the more I thought about it, the more it actually made sense.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
So instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, all your resources into this one massive AI project, you're spreading your bets across different initiatives, right?
That's right. It's all about diversifying your efforts.
With different levels of risk and reward.
Exactly.
So you're saying we should think about AI strategy in terms of short-term wins,
Yes.
mid-range projects, and then those big ambitious moonshots.
Exactly. Think of it as a three-tiered approach.
Okay.
You start with, we'll call them small wins at scale. These are the incremental improvements that, they can be implemented quickly and easily. But when you apply them across an entire organization or system, they can have a huge cumulative impact.
Okay, so give me a concrete example here.
Yeah.
I need something I can wrap my head around.
Okay. Imagine AI optimizing traffic light systems in a city.
Okay.
Right? It might seem like a small tweak, but it can reduce commute times,
Oh, yeah.
lower fuel consumption, and even improve air quality. So small change, big impact.
So those small wins, they kind of build momentum and they free up resources to tackle more ambitious projects.
Exactly. That's the idea. The next tier focuses on larger scale projects that require, more expertise and investment, but have the potential to be truly transformative.
Got it.
Think about developing new AI-powered products or services that solve a specific problem in your industry.
So, for example, in healthcare, you could have AI assisting with diagnoses or personalizing treatment plans based on a patient's genetic data.
Precisely. These projects, they might take longer to develop and implement, but the payoff can be huge, not just in terms of efficiency, but in terms of improving people's lives.
Okay, so we've got those steady wins, we've got the game-changing projects. Now, let's talk about the fun stuff.
Okay.
Moonshots. These are the high-risk, high-reward projects that aim to disrupt entire industries or even solve some of humanity's biggest challenges, right?
These are the initiatives that push the boundaries of what's possible with AI. We're talking about things like developing new forms of clean energy, creating personalized education systems that cater to each student's unique needs.
Wow.
Or even using AI to develop new medical treatments that could, eradicate diseases.
Now, these moonshots, these aren't for the faint of heart. They can require massive investments and years of research and no guarantee of success.
They are definitely a gamble. But, the potential rewards are so significant that it's worth exploring these avenues. Even if a moonshot project doesn't achieve its ultimate goal, the knowledge and technologies developed along the way can still lead to valuable breakthroughs.
It's like the space race. Even if we hadn't landed on the moon, all the technological spin-offs from that effort, they've had a huge impact on our lives.
That's right. Exactly.
So whether you're an individual or a company, the key takeaway is to think about your AI strategy as a balanced portfolio.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to go for those quick wins, but also make strategic investments in larger projects and even explore those ambitious moonshots.
Right.
And remember, the world of AI is constantly evolving. What seems like a moonshot today could become a commonplace reality in just a few years.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
The possibilities are truly endless.
Speaking of possibilities, one area where AI is already making a big splash is in the development of what are called AI agents.
Okay.
And before anyone tunes out thinking, oh, great, another conversation about chatbots,
Oh.
I want to be clear, these are not the frustrating, limited chatbots we're all used to.
Right.
These AI agents are more like digital assistants on steroids.
Yes.
Think of them as highly skilled coworkers who can handle a wide range of tasks, from scheduling meetings to analyzing data to even drafting emails and presentations.
I like that.
Okay, now you've got my attention.
Yeah.
Tell me more about how these AI agents could actually double my productivity. Because honestly, who wouldn't want an extra set of hands? Especially digital ones that don't need sleep or coffee breaks.
Previous chatbots were essentially rule-based programs limited to a set of pre-programmed responses.
Right.
AI agents, on the other hand, utilize machine learning to adapt and learn from every interaction.
Okay, so the more you work with an AI agent, the better it understands your needs, your preferences, your work style, and becomes more effective at anticipating your needs and completing tasks.
Exactly.
Okay.
Imagine an AI agent that not only manages your calendar, but also analyzes your past meeting data to identify patterns and suggest strategic priorities for your week.
Oh, so it's not just scheduling meetings. It's actually helping me prioritize my time and focus on the most important tasks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it can go a step further and draft emails, create presentations based on your notes, even generate reports. Basically, it takes care of all those time-consuming administrative tasks that bog us down and frees up your time for the strategic, creative work that only humans can do.
Now, that is a game changer.
Yeah.
I can see how this could be a huge productivity booster, especially for someone like me who spends way too much time wrestling with my inbox and scheduling meetings. But where else are these AI agents going to make a big impact?
Well, think about customer service.
Okay.
Instead of navigating a frustrating phone tree or waiting on hold for hours, you could interact with an AI agent that understands your issue, has access to your account details, and can resolve most problems seamlessly.
So it's like having a 247 personal assistant for all my customer service needs.
That's right.
No more waiting on hold or repeating my problem to 5 different representatives.
Right.
Now, I know some people listening might be thinking, hold on a minute, are these AI agents going to take our jobs? It's a valid concern in a world where automation is already changing the workplace.
Right. It's important to remember that AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. The way I see it, AI agents are not about replacing humans, but about augmenting our capabilities.
So it's not AI versus humans.
No.
It's about AI working alongside humans to achieve more than we ever could alone.
Precisely. It's about freeing us from those mundane, repetitive tasks so we can focus on the things that require uniquely human skills: creativity, empathy, critical thinking, problem solving.
So instead of fearing AI agents, we should see them as partners, collaborators who can help us work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
But we've got to keep in mind the potential downsides of handing over so much control to AI, right? I mean, what if the AI agent makes a mistake or misinterprets my instructions?
Well, that's why it's crucial to have human oversight. AI agents should be designed to work in collaboration with humans, not to replace them entirely. Think of it as a partnership where the AI agent handles the heavy lifting, but the human remains in control, providing guidance, making decisions, and ensuring that everything is on track.
That makes sense. It's about finding the right balance between leveraging the power of AI and maintaining human control and accountability.
Exactly. And as AI technology continues to evolve, we'll need to constantly reassess that balance and make sure we're using AI in a way that benefits everyone.
Speaking of using AI for good, let's shift gears and talk about sustainability.
Okay.
Because here's a fascinating paradox. AI has the potential to both help and hurt the environment.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head.
Right.
On the one hand, AI can be a powerful tool for tackling climate change and other environmental problems. It can help us analyze massive data sets to identify patterns and trends, optimize resource use, and even develop new clean technologies.
For example, I read about a company that's using AI to optimize irrigation systems in agriculture,
Yeah.
which has the potential to save millions of gallons of water
Right.
and reduce water waste.
That's a great example.
Yep.
And there are countless others, from AI-powered systems that optimize energy consumption in buildings to algorithms that help us design more sustainable products and packaging.
But then there's the flip side.
Right.
AI requires massive computational power, which means it consumes a lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
And if that energy is coming from fossil fuels, then we're actually contributing to the problem we're trying to solve.
It's a real concern.
Yeah.
The energy consumption of AI is something we need to be mindful of,
Absolutely.
especially as AI systems become more complex and widespread.
So how do we reconcile this, AI sustainability paradox?
Yeah.
Is it possible to have, a powerful AI-driven future
I think so.
that's also environmentally sustainable?
I believe it is. One solution is to focus our AI efforts on areas where they can have the biggest positive impact on sustainability, like developing renewable energy sources, reducing waste, or protecting biodiversity.
So it's about being strategic and intentional about how we develop and deploy AI.
Exactly.
Oh.
We also need to explore ways to make AI itself more energy efficient. For example, researchers are working on developing new types of computer chips that require less energy to run AI algorithms.
That's encouraging. So it's not an either situation.
Yeah.
We can have both a powerful AI-driven future and a sustainable one,
I think so.
but it's going to require careful planning and a commitment to using this technology for good.
Precisely. And it's not just about large-scale solutions. Even small changes in the way we design and use AI can make a difference.
So for our listeners out there, what are some things they can do on an individual level to promote sustainability in the age of AI?
Well, for starters, be mindful of the energy consumption of your own devices. Turn off your computer when you're not using it. Use energy-saving settings on your phone and choose cloud services that are powered by renewable energy.
Those are great tips. And on a larger scale, we can all support companies and organizations that are committed to developing and using AI in a sustainable way.
Absolutely. We have the power to choose the future we want, and that includes a future where AI is used to create a more sustainable and equitable world.
Well said.
Yeah.
This has been an incredible journey through the world of AI in 2025, but we've still got a lot of ground to cover. As we're talking about all of these different ways AI is going to impact our lives,
Yeah.
it's kind of mind-blowing to think about how quickly this technology is evolving.
It really is. The pace of innovation is, it's accelerating exponentially. What's particularly fascinating is how different AI technologies are converging and feeding off each other.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier.
Right.
Multimodal AI is
Yeah.
a great example of that convergence.
Yeah.
But there are so many other areas where AI is becoming increasingly sophisticated. For instance, natural language processing, or NLP.
Yes.
It seems like AI is getting better and better at understanding and responding to human language.
It is. And that's opening up a whole world of possibilities. For example, in healthcare, imagine AI-powered systems that can analyze a patient's medical records, understand their symptoms, and even have a conversation with them to provide personalized health advice.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
But wouldn't there be a risk of those systems, like misinterpreting a patient's words or providing inaccurate information?
Of course, that's why human oversight is crucial.
Okay.
AI systems should be designed to assist healthcare professionals, not to replace them entirely.
Right.
The goal is to leverage AI's ability to process information quickly and efficiently while still maintaining the human touch and expertise that are so essential in medicine.
That makes sense. It's about finding the right balance between technology and human expertise.
Yeah.
But shifting gears a bit, another area where AI is evolving rapidly is machine learning.
Okay.
I hear that term thrown around a lot, but I'm not sure I fully grasp what it means.
In essence, machine learning is about giving computers the ability to learn from data without being explicitly programmed.
Right.
Instead of telling a computer exactly what to do, you feed it massive amounts of data, and it uses algorithms to identify patterns, make predictions, and even improve its performance over time.
So it's like teaching a computer to think for itself, but using data as its teacher.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And the more data you feed into a machine learning system, the more it learns and the more accurate its predictions become.
So you're saying that machine learning is like a key driver of AI's rapid evolution.
It is, yeah.
But let's get back to the practical applications.
Sure.
Where are we seeing the most significant impact of machine learning in the real world?
Well, machine learning is being used in a wide range of industries, from finance to retail to healthcare. For instance, in the financial industry, machine learning algorithms are being used to detect fraud, assess credit risk, and even make investment recommendations.
I can see how that would be incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
But wouldn't there be a risk of those algorithms perpetuating existing biases? For example, denying loans to people based on their zip code or other factors that could be discriminatory.
You're right, that's a valid concern. And it's why it's so important to develop machine learning systems that are fair and unbiased. Researchers are actively working on techniques to identify and mitigate bias in these algorithms.
So it's not just about developing powerful AI systems, it's about developing responsible AI systems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to ensure that these systems are aligned with human values and that they are used in a way that benefits everyone.
Well said. And this ties into something we touched on earlier, the ethical implications of AI. As AI systems become more powerful and more pervasive, it's crucial that we have open and honest conversations about the potential risks as well as the rewards.
Absolutely. We need to think critically about how AI is being used, who is benefiting from it, and who might be left behind. And we need to develop safeguards to prevent AI from being used in harmful ways.
For example, what about the use of AI in surveillance? I can see how AI-powered cameras and facial recognition technology could be used to enhance security.
Right.
But it also raises concerns about privacy and the potential for misuse.
That's a great example of an area where we need to carefully weigh the potential benefits of AI against the potential risks. We need to have clear guidelines and regulations in place to ensure that these technologies are used responsibly and ethically.
So it's not just about the technology itself, it's about the human choices we make about how we develop and deploy that technology.
Precisely. The future of AI is not predetermined. It's up to us to shape that future in a way that benefits humanity as a whole.
You know, this conversation reminded me of something I read about the convergence of AI technologies and its impact on personalized experiences.
Okay.
It seems like AI is becoming like a master curator, tailoring everything from the news we read to the products we buy to our individual preferences.
That's right. AI is being used to create highly personalized experiences, often without us even realizing it. Think about the recommendations you get on streaming services or e-commerce sites. Yeah. Those recommendations are often powered by AI algorithms that analyze your past behavior and predict what you might be interested in.
So it's like having a personal assistant who knows your taste better than you know yourself. But how does it actually work? Give me the behind-the-scenes explanation.
It all comes down to data. AI algorithms are constantly collecting data on our online behavior, our purchasing habits, our social media interactions, even our physical movements.
Wow.
And they use that data to build detailed profiles of our preferences and predict our future actions.
Okay, so it's a little bit like Big Brother is watching.
Yeah.
But in a way that's trying to help us find the perfect pair of shoes or the next binge-worthy show.
Well, it can feel a little creepy, for sure.
Yeah.
But the goal is to create experiences that are more relevant, engaging, and enjoyable for each individual.
I can see how that could be beneficial.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to waste time sifting through irrelevant content or products?
Yeah.
But there's a fine line between helpful and intrusive, right? How do we ensure that AI-powered personalization doesn't cross that line?
That's a crucial question.
Yeah.
And it's one that we need to be actively discussing and debating as a society.
Huh.
Transparency is key.
Okay.
Users should be aware of what data is being collected and how it's being used.
Right.
And they should have the ability to opt out of personalization if they choose.
So it's about giving users control over their own data and their own experience.
Exactly. And it's about having an open and honest conversation about the trade-offs involved in AI-powered personalization.
Okay, that makes sense. But now I'm curious about another side of AI, its impact on creativity.
Okay.
For a long time, it felt like creativity was the one human domain that AI could never truly touch.
Right.
But lately, the lines have been getting blurry, haven't they?
Absolutely. We're seeing AI algorithms composing music, writing poetry, creating visual art, even generating scripts for movies and TV shows. And it's raising all sorts of questions about the nature of creativity itself.
If an AI can create art that's indistinguishable from human-created art,
Yeah.
what does that mean for us as humans? Does it like devalue human creativity?
Right.
Or does it simply expand the possibilities of what art can be?
It's a profound question, and there's no easy answer.
Right.
Some people believe that AI is simply a tool, an extension of human creativity that allows us to explore new artistic avenues.
Okay.
Others worry that AI could lead to a homogenization of art, where everything starts to look and sound the same.
So how do we navigate this like uncharted territory?
Yeah.
How do we embrace the potential of AI in the arts
Right.
while also preserving the unique qualities that make human art so meaningful?
It's a conversation that we as a society need to have.
Yeah.
We need to explore the potential of AI to enhance and expand human creativity while also recognizing and valuing the distinct qualities that make human art so special.
I think it's important to remember that AI doesn't create art in a vacuum. It's still humans who are like feeding the algorithms, the data, setting the parameters, and ultimately judging the artistic merit of the output.
Yeah.
So in a sense, AI is a reflection of our own creativity, even if it takes on a life of its own.
That's a great point. And perhaps the most exciting possibility is that AI could become a collaborator, a partner in the creative process, helping us to push the boundaries of what's possible in the arts.
Okay, I have to admit, I'm starting to get excited about the potential of AI in art.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears again and talk about something a bit more practical.
Okay.
How AI is going to transform the way we work. I know we touched on AI agents earlier, but I'm curious to explore like the broader implications of AI on the future of work.
Well, one thing is clear AI is going to automate many of the tasks that humans currently perform, especially those that are repetitive or require a high degree of precision.
So are robots going to take all our jobs? It's a question that a lot of people are asking, and it's understandable to be concerned.
It's important to remember that throughout history, technological advancements have always led to shifts in the job market.
Right.
New technologies create new jobs while others become obsolete. The key is to adapt and evolve along with the technology.
So instead of fearing AI, we should focus on developing the skills that will be in high demand in an AI-driven world.
Exactly. And those skills are going to be more focused on creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, and emotional intelligence, the things that machines are not yet good at.
So it's not just about technical skills.
Right.
It's about human skills.
Precisely. The jobs of the future are going to require a blend of technical proficiency and human ingenuity.
That makes sense. But what about the people whose jobs are directly displaced by AI? What happens to them?
That's a critical question, and it's one that we as a society need to address.
Yeah.
We need to invest in retraining programs to help those workers transition to new roles, and we need to create social safety nets to support those who are struggling to adapt to these changes.
It sounds like the future of work is not just about technology, it's about social responsibility as well.
Absolutely. We need to make sure that the benefits of AI are shared by everyone, not just a select few.
Well said. This has been an incredible deep dive into the world of AI in 2025. But we're not done yet. We still have more to explore, including some unexpected and fascinating ways that AI is making its mark on the world. Welcome back to our deep dive into the future of AI.
It's amazing to think about how AI is going to transform so many aspects of our lives, from, the way we work to the way we interact with the world around us.
We've covered a lot of ground already, from AI-powered agents to the ethical considerations of this rapidly evolving technology.
Yeah, right.
So now let's shift our focus to some of the less obvious but equally fascinating ways that AI is weaving itself into the fabric of our lives.
Okay.
On all ears. I love this part, where we get to explore those subtle but profound ways AI is changing the game.
One area that I find particularly intriguing is the use of AI to create hyper-personalized experiences.
You mean how AI is shaping the content we see, the products we buy, even the news we read, all tailored to our individual preferences.
Exactly. AI is becoming like a master curator of our digital lives.
Okay.
Think about the recommendations you get on streaming services, e-commerce sites, even social media platforms. Those recommendations are often generated by AI algorithms that have analyzed vast amounts of data about your past behavior.
It's like having a personal assistant who knows your tastes better than you do. But isn't it like a little creepy to think that these algorithms are constantly tracking our every move and preference?
It can feel that way, for sure. But the goal, at least in theory, is to provide us with a more relevant and enjoyable experience. I mean, who wants to waste time scrolling through endless lists of irrelevant content?
True. But a little bit of personalization can save a lot of time and frustration. But there's a fine line between being helpful and being intrusive, right? How do we ensure that AI-powered personalization doesn't cross that line?
That's a crucial question, and it's one that we need to be actively discussing as a society. Transparency is essential. Users should be informed about what data is being collected and how it's being used to personalize their experiences, and they should have the option to opt out if they choose.
So it's about empowering users to control their own data and their own digital experiences.
Precisely. And it's about having an open and honest conversation about the trade-offs involved, because there's no denying that personalization can be incredibly convenient and even enjoyable. But it's important to be aware of the potential costs as well.
Okay, let's move on to another area where AI is making waves, one that's a bit more unexpected. The world of creativity.
Yeah.
For a long time, many people believed that creativity was the one human domain that AI could never truly master. But that's starting to change, isn't it?
It really is. We're seeing AI algorithms composing music, creating visual art, even writing poetry and screenplays. And it's not just about mimicking existing forms of art. AI is also being used to create entirely new forms of creative expression, things we've never seen or heard before.
That's incredible. But it also raises a lot of questions. If an AI can create art that's indistinguishable from human-created art, what does that mean for the value of human creativity?
It's a profound question. Some people argue that AI is simply a tool, an extension of human creativity that allows us to explore new artistic avenues. Others worry that AI could devalue human artistry, leading to a world where art is mass-produced and lacks the soul and originality of human expression.
Yeah, I can see both sides of that argument. It's both exciting and a little bit unsettling to think about AI's potential impact on the arts.
It is, and there's no easy answer. It's a conversation that we as a society need to have. We need to explore the potential of AI to enhance and expand human creativity while also preserving the unique qualities that make human art so meaningful.
Perhaps the key is to view AI not as a replacement for human artists, but as a collaborator, a partner in the creative process.
That's an interesting perspective. Imagine a world where human artists and AI algorithms work together to create entirely new forms of art, pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Now, that's something I'd love to see. It sounds like the future of creativity is wide open, full of possibilities we can't even imagine yet.
Exactly. And that's what makes this era so exciting. We're on the cusp of a new creative renaissance, powered by the convergence of human and artificial intelligence.
Speaking of convergence, I can't help but think about how all of these different AI advancements are coming together to shape the future of society as a whole.
It's a time of profound transformation, and it's hard to predict exactly what the future holds. But one thing is clear, AI is going to play a pivotal role in shaping that future.
It's both exciting and a bit daunting to think about the scale of the changes ahead.
It is. And it's crucial that we approach these changes with both a sense of wonder and a healthy dose of caution. We need to be mindful of the potential risks of AI while also embracing its incredible potential to improve our lives and solve some of humanity's biggest challenges.
So to our listeners out there, what's the message we want to leave them with? What's the one key takeaway from this deep dive into the future of AI?
The future of AI is not predetermined. It's up to all of us to shape that future in a way that benefits humanity as a whole.
We need to stay informed, engage in critical conversations about the ethical implications of AI, and advocate for the responsible development and deployment of this powerful technology.
Because ultimately, the future of AI is not about machines taking over. It's about humans and machines working together to create a brighter, more equitable, and more sustainable future for everyone.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the world of AI in 2025. We hope this deep dive has sparked your curiosity and inspired you to learn more about this fascinating and rapidly evolving field.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep imagining the possibilities of a future powered by AI.